going in line with the New Hope agenda of this administration.
And the last order, O2. Distinguished Senator, Mr. President, you may wish to invite Senator Yar'Adua Abdul Aziz Musa to move the motion for the bill to be read the second time.
Senator Yar'Adua, you may wish to move the motion for the bill to be read the second time.
Thank you, Mr. President. My distinguished colleagues, I am Abdulaziz Musa Yar'Adua, representing the good people of Katsina Central. I rise.
You may summarize it. Your debate.
Yes, sir. I rise to lead the debate on a bill for an act to establish the National Emergency Toll Service to provide colleagues. This bill was read for the first time in this chamber on Wednesday, 20th March 2024. The bill seeks to provide for a nationwide toll-free emergency number that will aid the implementation of a national system of reporting emergencies and for other related matters. An emergency telephone number is typically a 3-digit number that can be easily remembered and dialed quickly. Emergency numbers are needed in life-threatening situations. They can also be used to report emergencies of various types, such as road accidents, fire, burglary, medical emergencies, and so on. Emergency telephone lines are set up in a way that once a call is made, it must be answered by either a dedicated telephone operator, a computer-aided call handling system, or an emergency service dispatched trained to control the calls in order to provide help. Some have special training in telling people how to perform first aid, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which may be life-saving. The direct dial emergency number system was first deployed in the United Kingdom in July 1937 using the code 999. In the United States, the first emergency call using the dedicated code 911 was made in Haleyville, Alabama in 1968. India's national emergency response number on the lines of 911 became operational in 2014. Mr. President, my distinguished, with the latest enhanced systems of mobile telephones, and there are several toll-free emergency numbers for police, ambulance, fire service, LASMA, CAI, LASEMA, Women Abuse Domestic Violence Helpline, Child Abuse Helpline, and Flying Doctors, amongst others. The Federal Capital Territory, Ogun State, and some other states of the Federation have different emergency numbers. The presence of multiple emergency numbers in Nigeria has been identified as an impediment to getting accelerated emergency response during emergency situations. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the bill essentially seeks to establish an efficient and effective emergency response system. It proposes the use during the public hearing. Calls or text messages sent to the emergency numbers will land at the nearest public safety emergency public and dispatching the same to appropriate response agencies who will respond to the needs of callers. The proposed 112 toll-free national emergency line is easier to learn, remember, and dial. It will save a lot of Nigerians the stress of having to and management network service providers. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I hereby urge you to support the second reading of this important bill. Thank you. I so move.
Senator and my distinguished colleagues, Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, you know, or we all know, that this bill that is to establish a nationwide toll-free emergency number for reporting of emergency throughout the Federation is under leadership to facilitate so that this bill will be finally passed or signed into law by Mr. President and implemented, because one of the impediments that or challenges we are having during this heightened insecurity is lack of proper communication or effective communication to the various affected agencies. If we do this, I think we are enhancing and we are also contributing to solving the security challenges and other related criminalities or emergencies that we are of this very, very important.
Distinguished senators, my name is Mohamed Tahir Munguno. I represent Borno North Senatorial District and giving muscular expression to this motion against the backdrop of the avalanche of security challenges that we are having across the nooks and crannies of the country, and the fact that our security community are always emphasizing or calling upon the general public to report what they see. And against this background, there is a need for government to create an avenue where the public can report the country. Thank you.
Those in favor that this bill be read second time, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The clerk of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, a bill for an act to establish the National Emergency Toll Services to provide uniform, accessible, and rapid emergency response through a dedicated 3-digital toll-free number nationwide, to empower the Nigerian Communication Commission (NCC) as the regulator, and for related matters 2025 SB 402. Second reading.
A bill for now taken. The bill referred to the Committee on Communications to report back within 4 weeks. Let me commend Senator Yar'Adua arrangement is implemented. I think at this point, the Senate leader should move for adjournment.
Mr. President, distinguished colleague, having concluded today's proceeding on the other paper, I hereby move that the Senate do adjourn till Wednesday.
For the letter second, let me draw the attention of the Secretariat to a mistake. Madam Leader, can you second?
Mr. President, tomorrow for further consideration of legislative matters and plenary. I so second.
Those in favor?